A lot of people have seen like OpenClaw as an overnight success for you. But what I love and what I find fascinating in your story is kind of how it's a culmination of so many projects that you've been working on for the past like 9 or 10 months, right? Like when you look at your GitHub profile, there's like 40 plus projects you've built.
Half of them I use in the project, yeah.
Yeah, and I think like many of those, you combine them all inside OpenClaw.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about this journey?
I wish I could say that I had the unified plan in the beginning, but a lot of it was just exploration. And I wanted things, and those things didn't exist. And I just yield them, or let's say I prompted them into existence. Why? You know, it's like, okay, let's build it.
And then like
and it was like step by step, just because I wanted my agent to like do some stuff for me. I didn't have this unified vision yet. I had it's funny how it goes full circle, because I wanted to have something that would look at, for example, my WhatsApps. And then I even got the domain for that. I built a prototype, but then I thought, all the big labs are going to build it. And I was like, I just wait a little bit. I focused on other stuff. I just experimented a lot. My mission was kind of like to have fun and inspire people. And then by November, I built a few versions of what I wanted, but nothing really good. And by November, I was like, why did no lab still build any of that? You know, like what the heck are they doing? And then I built the first version that became OpenClaw. We are at name number 5 now. Still didn't fully click for me. It was like, this is cool. Like, it took like 1 hour to like build the first prototype, because you just yield things into existence now.
Mm-hmm. And so if people want to become more like you, what is your codec setup today? Because I think you famously said like most people overcomplicate their setup.
I mean, I also overcomplicated my setup. I call it the agentic trap. From my first touch point in that new technology to like becoming really effective, a lot of people get stuck in there. I basically tell what I want. I always ask the model, do you have any questions? For some reason, like there's always questions. But the model by default is trained to just solve your problem and then would just make assumptions. The default assumptions might not always be the best ones. Do you have any questions is like a very important question. People don't realize that the model usually starts with a blank slate, because they don't learn like us. Like every new session is like, I know nothing about this code base, and I'll just search and find the little things that you asked me to, and then try to solve it. But they don't see usually the whole picture. If you do this properly, you have to have the full picture in your head, and you have to like help the model a little bit to motivate it to like look here, look there. And Codex is just much better at taking a broad look first.
We're both from Europe. When I travel outside of SF and I go back to Europe, I'm sure you feel the same way. Like many developers and engineers have not embraced Codex and agentic tools just yet. What would be your advice for them?
My first advice always is like, approach it in a playful way. Build something that you always wanted to build. If you are at least a little bit of a builder, there has to be something on the back of your mind that you want to build. Like just play. You just have to approach this thing playful. Because like I think the NVIDIA CEO said that in the near term you're not going to replace by AI. You're going to be replaced by someone who uses AI.
Yeah, better than you. Yeah.
But if your identity is I wanna create things, I wanna solve problems. If you're a high agency, if you're smart, you will be in more demand than ever.